What's different today is that since 2020, what we're seeing is the largest outbreak of avian influenza among wild birds and then transmitting to poultry and backyard bird flocks. The virus has also been found in certain mammalian species, most recently in dairy cattle, which is a little bit unprecedented and unique. And every time we see the virus go from birds into mammals, we worry about the virus adapting closer and closer to being able to infect and be transmitted in humans. Now, the good news is that the pasteurization process that is used in the United States and many countries inactivates avian influenza. And so the milk that we drink, if it's been pasteurized, is safe. Any animal products such as eggs or beef or chicken that you would cook to the recommended temperatures renders that safe to eat. As with any potential infectious disease associated with food, cooking to the recommended internal temperature that the CDC lists on their website is really important. And if you do that, you inactivate viruses like influenza. You inactivate bacteria and parasites that could cause a human infection. So that's just a general precaution and good step to take. If you're interacting with birds, either through a backyard bird flock or a poultry farm, and that bird is sick or dead, you need to wear an N95 mask. You need to wear eye protection and gloves. Most importantly, you need to contact your state or local public health so that they're aware of what's going on either in your poultry facility or in your backyard bird flock. And then if you come down with symptoms, especially after interacting with a sick or dead bird, get tested for influenza. The good news is that our influenza test that we use currently should pick up an individual who's infected with avian influenza. It just won't tell us specifically that they have avian influenza.
Shalom. Starting off and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who are the truth from, and Shalom to elect out there. Today's title of this lesson will be Another Plandemic Coming Soon. And this goes out to you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. Once again, today's title of this lesson will be Another Plandemic Coming Soon. So I have a quick news article and it reads, could bird flu lead to the next plandemic? Let's read on down for a little bit more edification. It says the first case of H5N1 bird flu was reported in Australia this week. Is the world prepared for what could lead to the next plandemic? Let's read all down. It says the detection of a case of the widespread H5N1 strain of avian influenza in Australia is a cause for concern. On Wednesday, health officials in Victoria reported a child had contracted the virus in India, and it's like in India, and became ill on their return to Australia in March. According to the Victorian Department of Health, the child experienced a severe infection but has since fully recovered. Contact tracing found no evidence of transmission within Australia, and officials stated the risk was low since H5N1 does not spread easily among people. This was the first case of H5N1 in animals or people in Australia, making the continent the last to detect it even after Antarctica. Detections of avian influenza at farms in Victoria and Western Australia are understood to be different and less worrying strains. But any emergence of H5N1 avian influenza is a global concern and underscores the looming threat of a plandemic. Avian influenza viruses, colloquially known as bird flu, pose significant challenges to global public health due to how widely they circulate and the high rates of death. While its current mode of transmission primarily involves contact with infected birds, the potential for human-to-human spread looms large. Genetic mutations could fuel this transition, applying the risk of sustained outbreaks. Bird flu viruses can be classified based on their pathogenicity or how effectively They cause disease. And that's all we're going to read. We just want to read it for a little more information, a little more edification on this bird flu. There's a lot of talks about this bird flu, the avian influenza going around right now. A lot of talks about a pandemic. And we already seen what happened in 2019 and 2020 when C19 dropped. We've seen all this distress, all the hype about, that so-called, hokey poke. I got to choose my words wisely. But when the C19 dropped, we seen on top of people were scared, they're in fear, and they fell victim, to so-called hokey poke. And we know these devils are using schemes. They trick. We're not ignorant of their devices. We know they put all type of stuff into the hokey poke, and we seen the effects and the consequences of what happening years later, which are today. When we see people drop dead out of nowhere, all these heart issues, neurological issues in the brain. People are still injured, long-term injuries as people are faced from the hokey poke. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Also, so we are seeing an increase in disease and plagues and pestilence. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he's doing all this, So we're seeing the Lord brewing stuff up each and every day. So will this be another pandemic? Will we see another lockdown? We will see, but we know we are near another plandemic. We're seeing everything line up. Everything's coming right down the pipeline. We've seen it before our eyes. We're living in times of prophecy, and the prophecies are hopping off the pages. We're in a time of war. World War III is brewing up each and every day. We see Iran and Israel going at, and we know soon or later, Lisa Flock shall draw them out. America will eventually get involved. And also over here in America, shit can hit the fan. All hell could break loose any day now. We're hearing threats of civil war, civil unrest, revolts, rebellion. All hell can break loose at any day now. So we're seeing prophecies are hopping off the page. We're seeing all these line up and coming down the pipeline. So let's start today's lesson in Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8 through 9. I have the KJV and I have the NLT. So let's start it off, and it reads, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy of old Slaki. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence." That's what we're seeing. We're seeing wars brewing up each and every day. We're seeing World War III brewing up. Also, all hell could break loose over in America. We're hearing a lot of threats of civil war. Egyptians against Egyptians. Civil unrest could break out any day now. So we're seeing these things line up and coming down the pipeline. And it says of evil. We're seeing a lot of evil. We're seeing a lot of bad times bad times are occurring. Wickedness and evils are multiplying each and every day. Jacob's trouble is near, a time never seen before. Is coming vastly and coming down the pipeline. And of pestilence, all these diseases and plagues the Lord is smiting the people with. There's a lot of talks about this bird flu. There's a lot of talks about another pandemic coming up pipeline. So we will see what this leads to. But we know Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is doing each and everything. He's doing all these things. We will see these things come unfold before our eyes. Verse 9, "The prophet which prophesies of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him." And we're definitely not prophesying of peace. We're prophesying about wars, evil, and a pestilence. All these bad things coming down the pipeline. Jacob's trouble, a time I've seen before. We know civil war, civil distress is coming. The MOTB is right around the corner. So we face all type of things, calamities, struggles. People are going to be in anguish soon. Judgment is going to be corner's place. Let's get verse 8. Let's get the NLT for a better understanding. It says, "The ancient prophets who preceded you and me spoke against many nations, always warning of war, disaster, and disease." So a prophet who predicts peace must show he is right. Only when his predictions come true, we can know that he's really from the Lord. Let's keep on going. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. And it reads, "Woe to them that devise iniquity. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of the hand." And these devils, when you read Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth is in the hands of the wicked. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. All you do is prepare evil plans. They think of evil plans each and every day. All they think is of wrongdoing, different schemes, different tricks, all type of wicked things to bind the people up, to persecute the people with. And we know we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We know we're not tricked by the so-called, another pandemic. We know these devils want this, because we know he has an agenda to fulfill. There's a so-called NWO, and we already know what that's going to lead to. He wants to establish this digital infrastructure, this digital prison, and he wants to implement that grain of righteousness, what that RFID microchip, that badge of servitude, he wants to place upon the people, which go on your right hand, on your forehead. He wants people to be digital slaves. He wants total control. This goes into biometrics. He wants to monitor your movements, what you buy. He wants to monitor everything that you do. He wants total control, and this was devil devil is trying to implement. You see, we are not fooled by what he's trying to do. You know, he's preparing evil, wicked plans each and every day, all type of wrongdoing and schemes he's trying to put upon the people. This Micah 2:1. Let's read it again. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Let's keep on moving. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. And at the KJV and at the NLT, and it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant of his intents, his plans, his evil purposes, all his schemes and tricks he's trying to put upon the people. And we're not fooled by any of this. We already know certain things are orchestrated. We already know they want order that chaos. You know, they want to bring the problem, they want to create the problem and bring the solution. And so we're not fools of this. We're seeing this play out before our eyes. You know, this wicked devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of is planning all type of schemes and tricks. You know, we are not fooled. You know, 2/3 of our people are blind to the fact that, you know, they love it here. They love America. They love the ways, you know, they trust in this man. But we don't at all. We trust in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. We're not fooled by this man's schemes and tricks that's coming down the pipeline. Let's read the NLT. It reads, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Let's get this next precept. This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1, and it reads, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stray on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And we've seen this when C19 dropped, we seen when 2020, when everything started happening about the last pandemic, you know, people ran to this devil for help. You know, they took the so-called hokey poke, and boom, look what happened now today. You know, people are suffering, people are in distress, you know, people are unhappy, you know, people didn't even shake back from this so-called hokey poke. You know, people all messed up. Some people perished. They gave up the ghost. Some people still suffering from long-term medical disasters. You know, they all just messed up neurological functions. Their mind is all damaged up. You know, heart problems. You know, people are all messed up because they trust in this devil. But we trust in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. We're not going to run to this man for anything. You know, we're not running this man for help in the times we're coming into, because we know this devil cannot help us. We know that our power can help us. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, because this is the Lord's movie. The Lord's doing all of these things. You got to think about it, Jake. How is it that you trust this man, the so-called devil white man, for everything you need, but he's steady fucking you up? You see, this devil steady is making evil plans. You know, he thinks of all these evil, wicked purposes to mess you up, but you still gonna run this man for help. You see? Instead, all these people starting to see now this devil exposed. You know, the Lord exposed the devil for what he really is. You know, a wicked, bloody man, an evil man. You know, he messed up a lot of people with that hope book, and a lot of people are seeing. You know, but a lot of people fell victim, and a lot of people perished. But the minute the Lord told you, we do not run to this man and take the so-called holy book. But no, people did not listen. People trusted in this man. But woe to them that go down to Egypt. Let's read this one more time. This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It reads, woe to them that go down for Egypt for help, and stray on horses, and trust in chariots, because there are many, and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, they're not trying to seek the Lord. They're not trying to seek their true power, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You're over concerned about the cares of this world, these lavish lifestyles, this bag, cars, clothes, money, hoes. Y'all ain't worried about the Lord. Y'all worried about this world. But we know this world is going to get destroyed. This society is going down the drain. The Lord is crushing this place from the inside out. It's circling down the drain. Babylon will fall. America will fall. Let's keep on moving. And I'll close out with this scripture right here. This is just a quick lesson. This is 2 Ezra 8, verse 50. And it reads, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall draw in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And a lot of people are facing great miseries. People are in grievous afflictions. People are unhappy, distressed. People are suffering. A lot of hardships are coming down the pipeline. People are seeing what's really real. You know, reality is striking these people. People walking in great pride. People are arrogant. You know, people trusting in the system, trusting their lifestyle, their money. But all this shit gonna fail. All that's gonna fail. You see, the Lord already said, you know, for many great misery shall be done to them in the latter time. You see, people are suffering. People are unhappy. The Lord is slowly taking away the mirthless land away and causing all these type of hardships. The calamity, judgment is falling upon the people each and every day. You know, the so-called American dream is done away with. The Lord is wiping that out completely. You know, a lot of suffering, a lot of mourning, a lot of misery is coming to the face of the earth. You know, Jacob's trouble is in there. You know, the hour of temptation is in there. You know, a time never seen before is coming down the pipeline. You see, There's no good times coming. Only bad times and evil times are approaching. Let's read this again one more time. The second Esdras chapter 8, verse 50, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the word, because they have walked in great pride." So I hope this lesson is edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.